And today we have a very, very special guest, my friend and the amazing chef Carol from Tilly's. She's with us today to share with us more about her dreams and how she started her amazing business and how she's going on. So I want to welcome you, Carol. How are you?
Hi. Hi.
Hello. Hi, dear. Finally, we found the right time.
Yes.
So, as I think you're famous already, and most of the people in Cornwall they know all about your amazing work and your amazing food and your amazing place. But we want to hear from you more about you. Can you tell us who are you and why you're doing this amazing work, getting us all together in your place?
Wow. These live questions, I have to figure out how to answer them with a clean mouth. But I'm, just a girl born and raised in Ottawa and, living the dream. We're looking to move into a smaller community. We drove to Cornwall. My spouse's family is from Quebec, so we're like kind of looking for something in between. And yeah, we kind of fell in love with the city and the community, and put an offer on a private sale house. And we've been here about 4.5 years now, and loving it.
And is having a place to, like, to cook and serve and create this amazing food and drinks you're doing, this was always in your, like, from the childhood, it just happened? What make you go to this field?
Well, I mean, I've always kind of, just dabbled and definitely cooking my whole life. I've loved to do. I was kind of always the person called upon to cook for stuff, and it was always my dream to have my own place. But here I am at 47, and maybe I never was ready beforehand, and I was spending too much time in my youth doing shenanigans. But I entered the healthcare field for 17 years, and it was kind of like time was ticking, and I'm like, it's kind of now or never. And opportunity arose where my employment somewhere was coming to a stop, and I thought, well, it's kind of SHIT or get off the pot. So here I am.
Yeah.
You know
So
my glory.
yeah, I'm so proud of you. Bless you. This is amazing. But what do you feel now after it's actually happening? Is it like stressful? You're enjoying it? You feel like you
I'm
found
really enjoying
yourself?
it. I've always been kind of a high functioning anxiety, person that needs to be really, really, really busy. So, I think that made me a great employee for many years, but I definitely excel being a business owner because I tend to enjoy long hours and work at a rapid pace, and I seem to work better under kind of like um, when it's really busy, a high stress
Hmm.
environment. I sometimes wish I wasn't that way, but my mind's always moving on to like the next project and the next new exciting thing. So I think that really feeds well with having a daily special and always having that bit of variety. Yeah, I love what I do. Don't get me wrong. I wished I did it 20 years ago when I was less tired.
You're doing great. You're doing
But,
great.
uh, you know, hey, if I get 10 years doing what I love and working for myself, and now I get the absolute pleasure to work with my spouse also, which, people are like, how do you do that? Do you guys fight? And doesn't that affect your relationship? But we love it. I mean, we were so many years, Diane was working out of the city, a couple days gone. So it's like we finally have all this time together. So um, it's like we have the best of all worlds. I count myself as very fortunate. And um, if we made it through this year, it's been a really tough year for many reasons, personally and work related. Our first year was 2020. I'd like to think that we can pretty much make it through anything. So I just feel very, very, very fortunate.
Thank you for sharing, and you're inspiring a lot of people as well with a lot of ways because I know you're an artist as well. So you're actually painting, and when we go to your place, we see this amazing work that you're hanging. It's your own work. Can
Yeah.
you tell us more about this part in you? Where is the artist, and how this comes together to create this amazing energy in your place?
Oh, that's nice. And I don't look at, I think we're all very critical of what we do and ourselves and our work, our paintings we may produce. But me, it was more like, I'm going to hang my stuff up here because it's free and I need to fill a wall and doing things on a budget. And I'm very conscious of upcycling and secondhand. And we supported the Habitat for Humanity greatly by purchasing everything there and upcycled where possible. So I didn't look at like, oh, I get to stare at my artwork. I just looked at it as like, here's some free stuff I can put on my wall.
And it's amazing. I love your work.
Oh,
I
thank
love your
you.
work. Very strong colors and big spaces. It's really
Yeah, well,
nice.
thank you. And I like painting with kind of like a hidden agenda. Like there's always a little message, or I'm thinking something very uh, maybe socially, politically. Like I like there to be kind of an underlining message. So
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
I and
between the lines.
I'm always thinking, even when the creating in the kitchen and cooking and everything like that, I'm always thinking about painting. I'm always thinking about arts. I wish I had more time for it now. I unfortunately don't. But I'm always thinking about it. Like it's like an author, like, and I look at it from the standpoint of people who are writers, which is also very intrigued me. I'd always love to, write a book. Um, I always have that creative thought process. Like I wish I start jotting down notes of things I'd like to paint about, or visions of things I want to paint, or so it's kind of always in the back of my mind. I just enjoy it so much.
Yeah, and I think we will have this moment to speak more about how you are actually helping and supporting the art in our society. But first, I want to speak about this amazing creation that we're seeing that you're doing in the kitchen. I want to do like, more digging in how you get the of course it's your secret, your recipes, but how can you come every day with something new? What's happening? Like you go to the place and you feel, today I'm going to do this, and then you create it, or like you have a plan for the week. What's happening to make the food ready when we go every day in the morning, and we can just find every day a surprise.
Ooh, I like how pretty that one looked. Yeah, that's our most popular cheesecake, chocolate peanut butter. Yeah, that's our number one cheesecake sell. Well, I think that's all back to creativity. Sometimes I'm highly organized and I'll know my menu for the week, and sometimes I'm just like, I don't know what I'm cooking tomorrow. I'll figure it out as the day goes on. Like, I like that spontaneousness to it also.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it's like you want to give people what they want also, right? So people really like, say, the pierogies, so I try to bring up, as much as I hate repeating stuff, I also make a point of bringing back the Mongolian beef and the pierogies and stuff like that because I know people want them again. So I do bring back loved specials so that people can have it again. And as far as baking, I've never claimed to be this great baker. I do it out of necessity right now.
You're amazing.
I
Are you
enjoy
kidding?
it, but it's not like I'm not like, it's not my passion. I enjoy doing it. I put out so much a day. What a lot of people seem to forget too is like I don't have a house full of staff. I'm one human being. So when people are like, "What do you mean you have no scones left at 1 o'clock?" I'm there at 5 in the morning. I can only make so much and do what I can to make everybody happy. But yeah, I mean, cooking is my real passion. Second is painting. So baking's kind of third on the list.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But thank you for sharing all your talents amazingly with everyone. You're spreading the happiness, and we, of course, I think you. Thank you as well for trying to make everybody happy. And jumping to the art, I would love to speak with you more about how you're. Like right now, actually, you're supporting the art community, and what is the idea behind hosting an art event maybe once or twice a month in your place? Can you tell us more about this? Because I know, but I would love to share with everyone more about this amazing idea that you're doing it for totally free, just to support the art.
Well, I mean, if it was up to me, and I had, well, the funds and the ability, I would love to have like a gallery attached to an eatery, and
Hmm.
be able to kind of put both into one. So if anybody wants to business partner with me and do that in the future, um, I think that'd be really great to be able to sit down and be amongst the art, or do your tour of the gallery and buy local artists, and crafters and stuff like that, and then sit down and have a meal and just be surrounded by it. I think there's something very colorful and magical. Maybe that's why I like to have the paintings in the restaurant. And so if I can, use my restaurant twice a month to have, different forms of creativity, which would be authors or craft makers, things for children, things for adults. Hey, like if it's one small little thing I can do to just supply the space,
Yeah.
great. I'm in.
I want to highlight this idea with you, that actually the idea came from, I think, the need of being together in a safe place. It's getting
Yeah.
cold, and we need to make some more art and open places for, handcrafts and kids to come. And thanks to you, you accepted the idea of hosting this event. Still now with me, we did two events, and it was amazing. Good energy. People came from, I
Oh,
don't
it
know,
was
like from the Facebook, different places, and they just came to be with us, and it was a blessing. And as we said, it's open for more artists to join if they want to be with us. To thank you again for giving the place for free, to create some art, to host workshops in a safe environment with the masks on, and only 20 people are allowed, and everybody will sit in their own table. So
yeah.
we had the safety rules for COVID and everything, but as I was saying, with everything is not really, I don't know, like we are away but together in a different way.
Yes, yeah, and I think it's nice to be able to have things locally at a next to nothing cost, that people can bring their families and sit down and have a change of atmosphere. I have the hands to show how much I use, bleach and cleansers. It's clean in there, but I think we all need to do our part to just keep everybody safe and healthy and happy. But also try to have some fun during these COVID times.
And what's the idea behind the donations, the club, and the story behind what you're giving the $1? Can you tell us more?
Well, right now we're doing raising funds for the local Cornwall Optimist Club. I recently lost my father during COVID, as I'm sure many people know, and he was a member of the Ottawa Optimist Club and previous president, member for almost 40, 45 years, and he was very passionate about helping youth and their community. And so $1 from every sandwich sale right now until December 20th goes to Cornwall Optimist Club. We'll be presenting them with a check on the 20th. And so if I can have baked goods and treats and people donate $1 for during that art time, every dollar counts. And
Yeah.
I think our family in our community kind of need that help more than ever. And I think because we're all kind of in rough times, business owners, personally, or we're maybe not making the income we used to be, um, I I just hope people will find it in their hearts to, just give a buck. have a scone,
Yeah.
have a donut, be
Yeah,
around.
and Saturdays as well.
Yeah,
When we do the art events, you're
yeah.
offering everything for $1, and I saw you giving for free as well. So thank you so much for being super generous and opening
Thank
your
you.
place and giving free stuff for kids. That was so cool. Thank you. And I'm still want to tell everyone that it will be always safe. We will try to, as much as possible, take responsibility to make it safe for everyone. And I want to jump from this amazing intention for giving and sharing with you, and the Christmas is coming. What's your plan for the future? Like, it's almost the new year.
Um, with the new year coming, I like to try to introduce different options and new things at the eatery. Christmas this year, I'm not doing as much Christmas baking as I maybe did last year, and offering as much meals because I also learned, like I think many people did during COVID, that I I really need to spend time, and the time I have, with my loved ones, because when you're an entrepreneur or you're a business owner, sometimes you don't get as much free time as you used to. So you have to make cuts in other ways to be sure you have that time with your family. So I'm not taking on a whole lot over the holidays, and in the new year, well, you know me, I likes to be spontaneous, so who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I will always keep an eye on what you're doing and
yeah,
try
I'd
to
like to wing
go and
it.
grab stuff.
Fake
And
it
we
till
have a
you make it.
yes, yes, that will happen. I'm sure you will not hold yourself. You're going to create something amazing. And
This
we
is
have a
my
question for
favorite
you.
mug. I just want to tell you that this is my favorite mug.
Oh, the
Perfect.
fish. Oh my
Yeah,
God,
I
that's
know,
amazing.
because, and I actually bought one for my friend before we went on a fishing trip.
That's
From
amazing.
Life's Little Pleasures, support local.
Exactly.
It's
Support
my
local. I
favorite
love
thing.
I love it. The
Thank
fish. The
you.
fish is my big passion about. I will show you
I
then
love
my
it.
paintings very soon. I do a lot of fish all over. I have
Really?
fish.
I love painting
Yes.
fish and birds too. I love that. Yeah.
I'm going to share it with you. But first, we want to, everyone is welcome to have comments and ask you a question. And of course, your Facebook and your page is well known for everyone, but we're going to share it after the interview as well. But we have a question from Marie, and Marie is asking any words of advice for women in business, of advice.
Is that from Marianne? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You're putting me on the spot. You have to learn, number one, you're not going to please everybody. After today, I can answer that. You can't make everybody happy, like the simple things, from the littlest things, but all those little things build up to a lot. So, well, why can't I don't have a self-serve, may prepare your own coffee bar anymore? Well, why don't you just we mix everybody's coffee for them? Well, why don't you just buy those little plastic creamers and just give those out so I can mix my own coffee? Well, I would like to, cut back on the plastic that we dump all over our earth. That's a big reason why I don't purchase those. But those little things that you just have to accept, you're not going to make everybody happy, and you have to do your thing, stay in your lane, stay focused, and don't bend too much to please everybody else. And I think that is what has made us make it through this year, is just doing what I know the best I know how, and that's that.
Thank you for the advice. And I think everyone went through this. We went through this together and we learned it's an open eye for everyone to focus about what's really important. And we have very amazing kind of comments. I will leave it for you to read. And I will please ask you to have the time to reply back and open the conversation with with the people who actually want to come and to know more about what's happening in the place and what's the new, why the place is more than it's only to go grab something to eat or to drink a coffee, because your place is getting people together and you're planning to do something more. And yes, building an idea, the seed of the idea of having maybe a gallery or an art place, and then people can come sit and eat, it's a great idea. I'm in. I'll try my best.
Well,
I'll try to be part of this.
I just know that I never want it to all just be about the food. It has to be an overall experience. I've been to too many places where it's just like a cold box. The food was incredible, but you get somebody with a bad attitude and the ambiance is stark and just and so yeah, great food, or yeah, the people are really nice, but the food's so I'm trying to embrace that the whole experience is just a happy, relaxing environment that people feel welcome and almost like family oriented and just a
That's
lot of
really true.
kindness. So
Yeah, having the books around and people getting to see each other and neighbors seeing each other there,
yeah,
it was one of my great experience since I came to Cornwall. And I
oh,
would love to thank you so much for
sweet.
opening your place again for the art events, for me and for all other artists who would love to join. Thank you.
Yeah.
And we always saying the interview will take 50 minutes and we can't finish in 15 minutes. We're always getting more
And I
of
have so
you.
much to say, Yapa.
Yes, and I'm happy with that. I'm totally happy
And
because you see, this is the thing that when people think about, um, let's do it together, and then it works and it's open more, and the plan goes for this freedom. And for me myself, I would love to speak with you for hours, but because we're trying to make it like a little bit professional, so we're going to say that everybody is welcome to connect with you through the page, your page, and to get
how
to
do
know
I go
more.
to these comments? Oh, they can just, yeah, they can message me. Okay.
Yeah, and you please take a time to reply and tell them if they would love to know more about what's happening. If you're going to surprise us with something in the Christmas, another art event is coming, and yes, let's get
You
connected.
never know.
And we have our Jennifer as well, leaving some love to you.
I see. I don't see the comments, but
Okay, so she's
oh,
saying, I love
that's
Carl. She has
so
created a
sweet.
wonderful space for all. Sending some love to you. And I think this is only the start. Working together and being connected.
I
This
love
is what
that
will help us
girl.
to keep going.
He's just a magical little pistol of joy.
We're all connected, and with this happiness, with this energy, I think we made it, and we will continue helping each other to get better. And again, you're giving the place for free. Most probably the people are just putting small kind of donations. I'm there to help as much as possible. The creation, being there as a family, all this kind of energy is helping and creating something amazing through the days. So thank you so much. And everybody is giving you more love. You will be able to see the all the comments after the interview. When yes, yeah.
Oh,
So you have actually a team. You have people cheering for you.
really? I'll read them after. I can't see them right now, but thank you so much, Up. Yeah, you're just a unicorn.
I love you. Thank you so much for being with us
You're
today,
sweet.
for everything you're doing in a wise and grounded steps. I really admire your energy and how you making this happen. This is amazing. Thank you so much.
Hearts.
I'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.